What's going on? It's your boy SB. All right, so we are going to talk about some layoffs that's been happening, some updated news with the whole Amazon situation. This is just my opinion. This is just what I read off the news reports, and I am not a spokesman for the company by any way, shape, or form. But then we're also going to talk about some of the places that had some layoffs. But let's dive right into these articles so I'm not sitting here talking y'all ears off all night. So the first article that we're going to start off with is with CNBC. They're talking about the layoffs. So it says shocking layoff news is overshadowing a bright job market. My thing is, why is it shocking? Why are any of these layoffs shocking? That's my first question. Y'all know, anybody that's been following me, y'all know for the last 6 months, we've been talking about layoffs, at least with Amazon. And the only reason I started bringing up Amazon is because I seen all the other places getting ready to lay people off. So I don't get how this is still shocking, but let's continue. Anyways, within weeks, mass layoffs, primarily in tech, including Twitter, Meta, Amazon, Salesforce, HP. I didn't even know HP had any layoffs. See, it's been so many layoffs. It's almost every other day where somebody's talking about a layoff. HP, Lyft, Dash, and more have flooded the headlines. More than 50,000 workers in tech lost their jobs in November. How many, SB? 50,000. On here, that's just a number. 50,000 people lost their job just last month. Y'all remember that article I showed y'all about 2008 about the last recession, right? How they lost over 1 million jobs in 2 months. Are we headed towards that direction? I hope not. So that was 50,000 in November, and it says that is up from 12,600 in October, according to layoffs.fyi. But just look at that right there. October had 12,600 layoffs. Then the next month had 50,000. So what is that going to mean for December? What is that going to mean for January? What's that going to mean for the first quarter of next year? I'm really thinking the first quarter is going to be a mess. Maybe not the first month, but once some quarterly reports come out, right after that, I think that second and third month, I think that's going to be a beast. And everything else going out to 2023, I don't think it's going to be looking too good. This is only 2 months that I'm looking at right here. I should have pulled up the month before that to see how much it is trending, but that is a big jump from 1 month, 12,000 to 50,000. What we going to see the next 3 months? But let's continue to read. It says, to be clear, overall layoffs remain historically low. Throughout 2022, the monthly layoff rate has hovered around 1% of the workforce, or around 1.4 million people. It's even lower than the pre-pandemic numbers. So it sounds like they're trying to make it sound good. They're saying, oh, I mean, it's still, historically low. Don't worry about it. But see, this is the thing that I see right here. Okay, yeah, we still may be sitting historically low, but we are in a new time. Layoffs in 2008 didn't have inflation the way we sit on inflation right now. So this is different. Why is this different? Because if you lose your job today compared to you losing your job in 1992, it's going to hit different in 2023. It's going to hit way different. What do I mean? What you mean, SB? What I mean is, if you lose your job today compared to any other time, price of food is through the roof. Price of gas is through the roof. It's like, even if you just say, you know what? All right, I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to just chill for the month and then get my thoughts together. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, sir. What's going to happen, you're going to chill and think. Even if you think you finna chill for a month and get your thoughts together, that month can cost you a day of just sitting around and doing nothing can cost you $50, $100 a month of doing nothing and sitting around. How much can that cost you? I don't even want to answer. Don't even want to think about it. You put in the comment section. That can cost you thousands of dollars a month of sitting and doing nothing. So that's what I'm saying. This article, all these articles, the way that they kind of try to point things out, I don't like that because, we may be at a historic low, but it feels like a historic high when it comes to these, what's that thing called, inflation and all that stuff. Even though they say, not technically. I don't want to hear technically. My pockets is telling me, I ain't felt this before. Anyways, we're going to try to make it through this press release because I got like 3 more. Let's continue. So we're going to brush over this one real quick. This is an Amazon one. It says layoffs, buyouts, and rescinded offers. So this is something that's brand new, just hit the press. I haven't heard of this at all from anybody until today. And they were talking about rescinded offers. Basically, people who had offers on the table for Amazon and other companies, all of a sudden, these companies pulled them back like, we changed our mind. Never mind. So that's a new one. I've never heard of nothing like that. But let's read it. So they say in late November, Amazon has begun making what are expected to be the largest corporate staff cuts in its 28-year history, axing as many as 10,000 corporate employees, about 3% of the company's office staff. Rumors continue to spread internally that the number of job cuts might grow, either through traditional layoffs or by pushing out more employees than usual for unsatisfactory performance. Stay on that performance, y'all. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I low-key be feeling like I'm getting set up. Remember how I told y'all they just put me in a brand new department, right? And I did not feel like my training was efficient. You feel me? I don't feel like I was set up for success. So I even be looking, and it's funny, when I read that, I was like, they better not. They better not try to say nothing about my performance. Yo, y'all set me up. I'm going to stay quiet. Unless something happens. Oh, I'm taking it to the internet. Now I'm playing. All right, let's continue to read. All right, so they said either through traditional layoffs or by pushing out more employees than usual for unsatisfactory performance. Yo, I just don't like how that sounds. Listen, any job you at, make sure you on point. At least make sure you're doing the standard, what's required of you. At least make sure you're doing that. I wouldn't be taking this time to slack off. I wouldn't be taking this time to try to do walkouts. You know, somebody just had a walkout. I got it in one of these tabs. I think it was in the city. It's called Gillette. They did a walkout during Cyber Monday. I'm sitting there like, yo, you know, they looking for people to let go. Supposedly, I mean, you feel me? That's just my opinion. I'm not a representative of the company, but people getting cut and y'all out here trying to protest. You coming with us, SB? No, you feel me? I'm going to be on Stowe Station 442. And I wish I can go Stowe for like a day. Anyways, let me continue. This one was titled Amazon Layoffs Now Expected to Mount to 20,000, including top managers. I'm not even going to read that article. I've already read this about a week ago when this first came out, but I didn't want to do a report on it just because I didn't want to put that out there. The 10,000 is enough. And I already told y'all, I don't even think 10,000 would do the job. And that's when Amazon gave the announcement like, yo, we're laying off 10,000. If you look back in my video, I sat there and said like, yo, this ain't enough. You feel me? If we're over head count, way over head count, and this is all, we're going to cut 1% and that's supposed to do the trick. I mean, maybe my math is off. You feel me? I never liked math, so maybe I am off. I'll take it. You feel me? That's cool to keep everyone's hopes up. That's cool. But people saying that they're hearing stuff that's been leaked. You can look that up and you can take that how you want to take it. They said 20,000 cuts are the actual target, and Amazon began quietly rescinding job offers to future employees as well. So then they go on to say this is threatening the company's reputation in the job market for technical talent. Is it really? As I've said plenty of times, I think for Amazon being the giant of employees that it has, yes, okay, some people think it's hard and all that stuff. I think they could have been laid off thousands of employees and they could have justified it by them being so over head count. I think by them cutting all the fat that they could have before actually just doing straight layoffs, I think that doesn't give them that bad reputation. They could have went straight to laying off people, but that's just my opinion. You feel me? I'm not for Amazon. I'm not for this or for that. I'm for doing my job and getting paid. So don't get it twisted. I'm not on nobody's side, but I'm always looking on each side. I'm not going to just run with one narrative. We got to be balanced. We got to look at this side and that side. So it goes on to say a company spokesman confirmed that job offers were pulled, but declined to disclose specific numbers. Even without knowing exactly how many offers the company has rescinded, current and future Amazon employees alike are shocked. If that's true, you feel me, to the point that they're pulling back offers that already went out, that is pretty crazy. So when you go on to read, it's pretty dope. For those who had an Amazon job offer reversed, the company will pay them a month's worth of the base pay they were set to make. I wonder if these other companies that's pulling offers back, are they doing that? I don't know. But I just think these are the new things, the new times that we're going into. I don't think this is going to be rare. I think this ain't going to be the last time we hear some stuff like this. I think this is about to be normal. So as that first press release kind of stated, some of the companies, we do have them talking about DoorDash. They just laid off more than 1,000 employees. We have CNN talking about massive staff cuts as news industry prepares for a dark winter. And then last but not least, FedEx Freight begins driver furloughs on Sunday. Basically, that's saying like, yo, we don't have the work. Like you can't work here for right now. Not a layoff, but it's like a temporary layoff. And that's what I've got from the description. And when I looked that word up, because who uses that word? When I heard that, I was like, yo, what word is this? You feel me? I've never even heard that before. It says FedEx Freight, the nation's largest less than truckload carrier, will begin furloughing an undetermined number of drivers on Sunday, the FedEx Corporation unit confirmed Wednesday. The voluntary furloughs will run until March 6th. It says FedEx Freight is offering drivers $300 weekly incentive to accept the furlough. The total payments will be made when the drivers return to work. According to FedEx, this don't sound good. Okay, at first I'm like, okay, cool. This seems like this could be, you know what I mean? They go, no, this don't, $300 a week. The voluntary ones will run until March 6th with a guarantee to return to work. But March 6th, how long is that? And then $300, how you gonna survive with $300 until March 6th? But if you have people who have other streams of income, they may be like, you know what, bet I need some extra time. I still got these other incomes in. I can get $300 a week, $1,200 a month just for free. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say if Amazon had a furlough, you feel me? Is that what's called a furlough? I got to look it up. I don't know, but I think it's a furlough. If Amazon had a furlough and my other streams of income are looking right, that may be an opportunity. Like, I can take 4 months off of work, all those hours that I put in, and I'm getting $300 a week, $1,200 a month. And if I have other streams of income, that may sound like a good deal to somebody, but I wouldn't trust it. You feel me? No, sir. As soon as I hear the word furlough, you feel me? I'm nope. Don't do furloughs. Don't. I ain't stopping no income, because my thing is I wouldn't trust where the economy is going to be in 6 months. I would be afraid of the risk of accepting that, and then in 6 months they're like, yo, we don't have no position to come back to. That's just my opinion. Anyways, so the whole reason why I'm bringing these things up is for what? I've said I was going to continue to follow up on this to prepare us, to keep that on our head. Listen, we're going into the holiday season. If your job is offering overtime right now, I would encourage you to take that overtime, because it seems like anybody's number can get pulled for this. How many jobs are we seeing layoff here, layoff here, layoff here? It's happening a lot, and I don't think it's going to slow down. And the worst position that I think for anybody to be in this situation of what we're going into is unprepared. Even if you're somewhat prepared, that's better than being not prepared. Can you imagine losing your job, not being prepared? Worst case scenario, imagine you losing your job while you're behind on your bills, behind on rent, behind on all, being behind and then losing your job. Can you imagine that? But I guarantee you there's thousands of people in that position. Listen, this is just another warning. You feel me? For me too. You feel me? I can't say too much. You feel me? But I don't feel my job is 100% secure. Anyways, if you take anything to heart, take from what I just said to heart. The worst place you can be going into 2023 is unprepared. Work the overtime. I know it hurts. My body hurts. My mind hurts. My soul hurts. My spirit hurts. Work the overtime. Try to have some reserves. But be sure to like this video, subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. It's your boy SB. Let's go.
Look, they say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah, going up, going in. Let them sleep, bedtime, tuck them in.